You've just come through a really tough schedule of games in the Premier League. Does that mean that you might rest some key players for this FA Cup game and maybe give others a chance who've not played as much?
No, it's not about rest, it's about rotation, and we rotated in the Premier League, so why shouldn't we rotate now in the next competition? Because we rate this competition. I love the FA Cup. This is the oldest competition in the football world, and we are involved against a great opponent, Bolton away, a tough opponent, a very physical opponent. So it's not about rest players, it's about rotate players, and we rotate players since at least 8 weeks since we started to realize how busy it will be. And I think it worked out so far in terms of performances, in terms of results, and in terms of injuries. I think we have our injury problems, but not much more than other teams. And with our small, tight squad, this is something which is very good for us. And this means, yeah, there will be a different starting 11 compared to the last one, but I'm unsure how often we played 2 times in a row with the same starting 11, to be honest. This shouldn't be a surprise.
Is it realistic for Huddersfield Town to think about winning the FA Cup?
No. No. No, it isn't. Was it realistic for Huddersfield Town to get promoted? No. So, is it realistic, or was it realistic for Huddersfield Town at the beginning of the season to have 24 points after 22 games in the Premier League? No, this is unrealistic, but it's possible. Football is football, and in football the unrealistic things happens and become possible. Rarely, unfortunately, but sometimes, as I said, the unrealistic things happens and get possible.
No limits.
Yeah, but not only for this competition or for the Premier League, for every single game. And even if we give ourselves no limits, we haven't won every game, unfortunately. But we prepare us very serious. We will try, like always, everything we like to stay in this competition for a longer period. We enjoyed last season to be involved in this competition for a longer period, and this is what we are working on. Will this happen? Nobody knows. We will know it Saturday after the game, but we really like this competition, and we like to be involved in this competition, and this is what we are working on. We try to perform, and hopefully the performance will help us to be successful.
Phil Parkinson at Bolton has got a track record of knocking Premier League teams out of cup competitions. Is that a warning, the fact that you know that the way they're going to approach the game, and that you will have to be at your very best to get through?
There is no doubt that we have to be on our very best, for sure. And yes, it's a case that we are now are the Premier League side, and we play against the Championship side, but we all together know, and we all together have a lot of respect about Championship teams, because we played there for a very long period in the club history, and we know how good and how intense, how physical the Championship can be all about, and for this we will be prepared. But this doesn't change that we like to win and like to be successful tomorrow.
Talk about obviously rotating players as you do more or less every single week. Some players maybe that haven't rotated have been your centre backs and people like Aaron Moy. Are they players that maybe do need a little bit of a rest? Are you wary of the busy Christmas they've had?
Yeah, we have 4 or 5 players who played more or less every game or a lot of minutes. Yes, there is a difference. Even if we rotate, is there a difference in our squad in terms of playing minutes so far? And this is, of course, one of the reasons why I'm so happy to have Terence Kongolo in our squad, and that Hef is now back in training for 2 weeks, especially on the centre-back positions. We have now some more options, and this is for sure the truth. The only position which I can confirm is that Joel Coleman will start tomorrow if everything goes well today in training. But anything else, I haven't made my head around definitely what we will do tomorrow.